What's good? Listen, I don't know why I'm in such a good mood. It had nothing to do with this Chasing LA episode. And the only reason why y'all are getting the full glam of giving you the real tea is solely because right after this, I got to give the people growing up hip hop. That's really what the people want from me. You know what I'm saying? That and y'all are easy ass read. So the episode started off. This is Chasing LA. This is season 1, episode 5, Love Me or Hate Me. Lord, I'm just so ready to get over it. So Alicia and Jayla still catching up and staying close with each other. That's well and good. I'm glad that y'all are, because the rest of that conversation we really didn't need. So Andre talks with April Jones and Amina Butterfly about the group problems and what they got going on. Girl, listen. I don't have no problems with Amina. So it was really good to see Amina. And shout out to Amina. Amina got a new album coming out with her sisters. I think it's Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly got an album coming out. So y'all make sure to go check out Amina. Because, you know, for what it's worth, I do like Amina or whatever the case is. She was just as much of a victim and a fool, but a victim of Peter Gunn's bullcrap as Tara was. And a fool. Let me add that. As far as April Jones, fuck that bitch. I don't see it for her. I don't see it for nothing that she got going on. And it does make sense why she would be up cackling and kicking with the likes of Andre. Like, the real gag is both of them look like, how long do we have to sit here with this boy and do this? Because we have better things to do. That's really the vibe that I got from them. Amina only talked when it came down to giving us a full free promotion for her new album that she got coming out with her sisters. And whatever April was talking about, child, because y'all know to me, she always talk like she got a dick in her mouth, so I don't even really deal with her. So Andre is meeting up with another spoken word group. Shout out to, not Andre, Q, not Q, Quan. Shout out to Quan. I actually rocks with Quan's Floetry. Oh, it's Floetic. It's Floetic. Shout out to Floetry. I actually fucks with it a lot. So shout out to you for that. Amani Van Sapp assessment last week. Y'all know what that means. Auntie gave y'all the actual factual. She said what she said and she refused to take it back. And she did not take it back. She said they gave me a job. They viewed my footage. They approved my footage and they put it in the show. So stop assuming that these people got an issue with me or that there's supposed to be an issue. And it went back to what I said to y'all. Them people paid her for a damn job. They didn't pay her to tell them what, you know, they wanted to hear. No. They tell her the same shit that they tell a lot of us reviewers. And I know that because I hear it from them all the time. If you got to read it down, read it down. If you got to shade it down, shade it down. Just make sure you do as much uplifting as tearing down as possible. That's all they ask. They laugh at the roast and the gags and the reads and yada, yada, yada. And then if they're real with they shit, bitch, the next time you see them, which is next season, they got all of that together. That's how you know whether, you know, what you say matters and you know, whether they just want you to shut the fuck up and enjoy the programming that they give you because it's either this or nothing. You can't go watch something else. So, you know, hey. And I was with everything that Imani Van Sapp had to say, especially when it came down to Andre and Andre put it on the act. And we're going to get down to that gag in a second. So Quan and Jayla go to Hershey's crib to talk and catch up. So Quan's still feeling the way about Alicia. Quan, let that go. It was a read down. You felt the way about it, but it is what it is. She gave you an apology. Stop being petty. Stop wanting to hold on to a situation just for the sake of holding on to it. You don't know her. She don't know you, and she should not rule your world or rock your world to a point of where you just, I'ma just hold on to it. Yeah, she apologized or whatever, but I'ma just hold on to it. Why? There's no emotional attachment there, so there's no reason for you to hold. First of all, it's nothing that a bitch should say to me that could ever get me to a point of that because they don't know me. But all of y'all are guilty of that, though, Quan, including you. You know what it's like to slip up out of your mouth and say something that you would then have to go back and apologize for, much like the whole you calling all dark-skinned folk ugly. Now, even though I know that ain't what you said, that's what the people thought you said, and you had to apologize for it. So where does the difference lie? You wanted an apology. You wanted people to accept your apology, so why would you not offer her the same olive branch that the people done extend to you? It makes no sense to me. It makes you look like a hypocrite. It makes it seem as if that's more worthy of an apology or an acceptance of one than what she said to you. Which I'm more than sure a lot of people still think of you, Quan, because the one thing that the people say to you is, you're always an addict. What matters is the steps that you use. Do you apply them to your day-to-day, every ordinary life to where it can help you kick that habit of when you feel like you have to? If you use the steps and you know they work and it does work, then it shouldn't. Never mind. Jayla is moving to Vegas because it's cheaper now because of the pandemic. I know that's right. I'm going to tell you what the Lord told me. If you don't like where you at, move. Ain't nothing wrong with moving, girl. Go on ahead and move. It's cheaper. I totally, listen. I totally feel you. I totally feel you. If it's cheaper for you and you can't afford it, move. And it ain't no read. Everybody know it's a pandemic, child. Girl, anywho, I'm glad you got your ish together. So Hershey opens up about being newly HIV positive. Oh, Hershey. I still love you, boo. It's okay. We can take the proper precautions and the proper steps. I still love you down. I don't look at you no differently. You welcome to anything in my house. You welcome to use my bathroom. You welcome to use my cups, my dishes, my glasses, my nipples, stuff like that. But that's a whole nother tea talk for a whole nother day. Because I'm an RN. I know what to do. You ain't even got to worry about me. Shout out to you, Hershey. Shout out to you for having the strength and the courage enough to come out and share your truth, because I know that had to have been not an easy thing for you to do. It wouldn't be an easy thing for any of us to do. And the fact that you were able to come out and do that, I'm all down for you, Miss Hershey LaCour. Shout out to you. And I love you, boo. I really love you. That's exactly why I made you the backdrop. I won't go make nobody else the backdrop. You and only you are the backdrop. Because I still love you down. Call me. Oh, when you need me, baby, you ain't got to worry. We can do. Shout out to Tweeting the Southern Hummingbird. Girl, I was in 8th grade. That was my shit. I knew what she was talking about. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So shout out to my peoples. Hershey Kids TV, shout out to her. Make sure to go and hit her up. Give her a like, click in the view, tell her I sent you, share, treat you right. Shout out to Old School Flavor down in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Girl, they only open on weekends, but hey, go on over there and check them out. Tell them I sent you there, treat you right. And shout out to my homegirl, Chocolate Beauty 81. That's my homegirl right there. Tell her I sent you. Share, treat you right. So Andre and Fly King are co-hosting a mess fest. That's what it was. I'm not calling it a love-hate soiree. That wasn't no soiree. That was very much so Pookie in them house. Pookie and them came up on $40 and decided that they was going to host a little shindig or whatever. So they went down to the Walmart and got them what they thought was cute and classy base. Probably the most y'all paid for anything around there was them damn balloons or whatever the hell that shit was that y'all called the core. And I didn't even mean to. Wait a minute. I did not mean to shade y'all event. Because I ain't running around here hosting no events or no soirees. So who am I to read and judge y'all? But see, the only reason why I'm giving y'all that is because of you. Listen, Andre, Imani Van Zap hit on it, and Quan did too. Because Quan made it a point to say when the cameras aren't on and when the cameras are not around, Andre is Andre. He's very sweet. He's very kind. I can be friends with Andre. It's only when the cameras is on, he morph into this bitch that I can't fuck with. And that's where I'm at with you, Andre. And I want to like you. And the sad part about it is I feel like a lot of you is actually, I can't even take that back. Because Fly King guy, I could tell you a lot older than most of them around there. You, look, and maybe you not. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I look at you as like me. You have an old soul. And I feel like because of that, you just should not want a lot of commotion and a lot of fuckery around you. So why are you just so dead set on only focusing on being cool with Andre? None of these other people did anything to you, much like how you got upset about Jayla hugging you and saying, oh wow, you really are sweet, because I heard other things differently. You got upset about that, Andre, but I'm sorry. What happened was Andre was setting up, running down to some of those people to you who you did not know. Then you were sitting up talking to D. Hawkins. Now let's throw that up in there, D. Hawkins, because that shit right there, D. Hawkins, is exactly why I called you Candy Burris and Vershandi a pig in a blanket face ass. Y'all love to put y'all hands all up into the fuck shit or divulge in it, but then when the dust gets kicked up from it, you just can sit back and say, well, I don't know what you like, because I just feel like, much like Andre, probably that shit would have never got out had you not said anything to Jayla or King Payne, much like you did in the last episode, and Fran was there, where you was talking about how he had so much to say about her and them and what they did and what he heard from Andre. It's the same thing. You're just as guilty of it as they are. The only difference is Jayla was like, basically, bitch, I heard you summoned me. I heard you had something to say about me, bitch, I'm here. Girl, I done deviated from my notes. Let me tell you something. I love King Payne. Normally, I'm not down for the faggotry and the pageantry and all that. But King Payne is a vibe for me. King Payne, girl, hit me up on Instagram, child. Me and you need to cackle a Kiki. I live. Bitch, King Payne is the only bitch I know that'll come out and got that first hoe and will still pull out a goddamn fan on your ass. Like Imani was right. I'd be so confused as to what the weather's like down there. Whenever King Payne step into the building, I don't be. Oh my God, I love me some King Payne. Girl, hit me up. I'm cackling. 1, I'm high. 2, he was just a vibe. I was here for it. Then, when Andre wanted to give him a hug, he was like, because it's my window. I said, yes. I love it because that's so me. I swear, like, King Payne reminds me of the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old me. Like, that's really how I was, y'all. If I already know that you're not genuine and what's going on, I'm going to play the fake shit for you. But I'm going to call you out at the same time. I'm going to be so nice nasty with it. You going to know I know you full of shit, bitch. Because that was the whole thing. King Payne said, bitch, you in this Walmart-based party can fool everybody else, child. Oh, Lord. I'm so weak. Oh, my God, girl. I'm back, y'all. Lord, King Payne, girl, hit me up. I was weak. Lord, I was weak. Look, girl, let me get back on track, child. So, wait. Girl. Whew. Wait. Lord have mercy. Anyway. So, Jeremy Finance came. Shout out to Jeremy. But he did what I hate, which is wearing these goddamn suit coats or sports coats and no damn shirt on. Like, but that's my man. And, that's what he wanted to wear. Against my better judgment, bitch, put a goddamn shirt on. But, he grown. He could do whatever he wanted to do or whatever. He promised that he was going to be home at a decent hour. Of course, he came home mad and upset. And that's another reason why I'm just not friends with y'all hoes this week. I might be friends with y'all again next week. But I had to smooth that shit over with my man. And that's not an easy thing to do. Because when he get mad, he get mad. Child, so Andre gets upset while trying to apologize to King Pain. And let me tell you something, Andre. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like how you were sitting up there, putting emphasis after every word. Like how? And then you're mad that he's not feeling the warm welcome and the genuineness, but because it wasn't genuine. It was all based and rooted in something disingenuous, Andre. It was. And another reason how you know it was, because it just seemed like the minute somebody challenged you or the minute somebody disagreed with you, it then turned into, this my party. You can leave. You can leave. You're not going to talk to me like this at my party. So what make you think that you being a grown-ass man, what make you think that you're going to sit in a setting in a room full of other grown-ass individuals that are just as grown as you is, that is chasing something just as much as you is, that's paying bills and putting on their G-Rolls the same way you are day after day, night after night? What the hell make you think you can sit up and throw your little passive-aggressive digs, but they're just supposed to sit down and take it and not say anything back out of fear that they're not going to be able to talk, because the minute they say something you don't like, it's going to be, well, you could get out. You could get, girl, fuck. Anyway, girl, this is going on way too long. So somehow, some way, the situation gets heated between Quan and Andre. I was here for Quan. I'm on Quan's side because Quan was absolutely right in every damn thing that he had to say about Andre. Quan knows the real Andre, and then it's this Andre that Quan don't like. It's this Andre that Quan gonna fuck up, and I'll be all down for it. He want all the smoke anyway. Listen, when a bitch tell me they want all the smoke, I'm no longer holding them back, and I would encourage y'all to let Quan go too, because he want all the smoke, so I want to see what he gonna do, bitch. You finna sink or you gonna swim? What you gonna do? Anyway, what else? And then, my baby daddy got mad with D. Hawkins, and he wanted to address the situation down to the thing with D. Hawkins and Lord God. And then Andre and Fran, and this shit, y'all, is too much. I couldn't keep up. The vibe for me was King Pain. King Pain, you saved this episode because you cackled me. Listen, I was to the dead. Do you hear me? I rewind King Pain's entrance and that whole situation about umpteen times, girl. I was up here dead. I'm not dead. Y'all, Lord have mercy. I'm gone, y'all. Bye.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.